I'm Matrix fam, my name is Rizanne and I'm a Matrix artist. So today I'm going to be giving you some color formulas to get rid of unwanted pigments. So as you can see, my doll head had red hair, nice and fire truck red, into a goldy yellow kind of color. So this underneath here is actually the red boost with a drop of the yellow boost just to kick it a little bit, and this is gold. So this is a 8G. These are both used with color sync. Okay, so here's the red into a G. So with the red, if I mixed 10 ml of the red, then I put 1 ml of the yellow boost in, just to give it a little bit of a pop. As you can see, it's a very nice bright red. It really did kick it up nicely. Okay, so and then on this side, we have a beautiful berry violet. So again, I put the berry violet on, left it, all the colors for processing time, and then I just emulsified a bit of the yellow over these edges just to give it a little bit of a different pigment. So you can see there, it kind of like fades. These I love the color sync. I love the berry violets and the midnight violets and all of that. I love playing with color, and I hope you guys do too, because that's how we learn. Okay, then you can see the fringe is quite different. So in here, we have a few different colors running through. Okay, so we have lined them up exactly so that no matter which way you put the hair, it will match up. So even if I put it to the side, it all matches up. So what I did was I took baking sheets and I cut them into foils basically so that I could see what I was doing underneath, and then I layered it and layered and layered it. I started from the bottom and worked my way up to the top, up to about the middle here, up to about the crown. So the maroony color that we're seeing is an RV and red boost. So the RV is 10 ml RV with 2 to 3 ml red boost. So just see the color how you like it. Test it on a piece of paper if you need to. See if that's the color that you are wanting to get. If you want it brighter, obviously switch it. So put the RV in to anchor it a little bit, but then use your reds. Okay. Then this yellow that we got here is just yellow boost. Then this is also just blue boost. And then the green is yellow and blue boost mixed. So I wanted quite a soft lime kind of green. So I put the yellow, and then I put just a little, I just add a little bit blue, little bit blue, little bit. But when I say little bit, that blue is so much stronger than the yellow, it kind of overtakes it. So what I do is I put the yellow boost in the bowl, I add a bit of the blue. Before I even put activator in, I mix that and see if that's come close to the color I'm looking for. So if it has, then I'll add my activator and we go from there. But I just add a little bit of those colors just to see. So even if I wanted to make an orange with the yellow and the red, I would always put the yellow first and add a little bit red, little bit red, little bit red. So this green is about 5 ml of the yellow boost to about 1 ml of the blue, because it is so strong. And don't be scared when it's processing. You know, colors can give us fright when they're processing. Okay. Then with the blonde, what I did, so you can see those colors whichever way. So now with the blonde, what I did is I wanted to see how each section would lift. What pigments would I have to deal with? What would I have to cancel out? All of those kinds of things. So I literally, there were your comb balances. Then I did 3 foils that way, 3 foils this way, 3 foils that way, in kind of like a T panel. So that way, there's your T. Okay, so when I lifted that, I left the light master and 20 volt on for about 45 minutes. I leave it on for full processing time. I don't look at it. After 45 minutes, it's done what it can. So we rinsed it with cool water. Please always rinse your colors, if you've done a lightening service, anything, please just rinse it with cold water. It gives it a nice shine and it keeps the integrity of the hair. So then I had a lot of pigments, but very faintly. This was a blonde doll to begin with, but I mean, we've played on her and she's got red hair. So on that side, the red side, it did lift with a very pale orange, which I haven't really seen before. If it's pale, it's normally a yellow, or if it is orange, it's normally around your 7 level, and like around there, give or take a level. So it had a very faint orange pigment, and I thought maybe I'm seeing things, but I also know, don't doubt yourself. If you think you've seen orange, girl or guy, you have seen orange. Cancel it out. Rather, prevention is better than cure. Instead of having to do a second toner because you have not cancelled out your correct pigments, cancel it out from the beginning. Okay, so when I rinsed, I had a few orange underlying pigments here, like I said, in the fringe. The fringe was basically underlying pigment, because the blue gave a little bit of an underlying pigment, the red or the maroon gave also like an orangey yellow, a very weird color. It lifted very weirdly. The green was still a bit green, but it was very, very, very pale. So to the untrained eye, it was probably like, oh, what a beautiful lift. But then as hairdressers, we're like, oh my gosh, I see this and I see this and I see this and I see this. So I went and put a toner together that would cancel out every single pigment. So for the yellows, I put a V. For the orangey kind of colors, I put a P with a drop of Blue Boost. And then I also put a drop of VV, just so if there is anything that needs something a little bit stronger, it's there. So I put a 10V, I put an 8P, and I put 5VV and Blue Boost. So altogether, I put about 8 mils of the 10V. Then I put about 8 mils of the 8P. That's obviously what's going to be carrying my toner. That's the person carrying my toner. My toner's in the backpack. So then I put literally a pearl of 5EV. Please be careful with the 5EV. It goes purple and then you rinse it and it's fine. So don't be scared of it, but know it. Be wary of it. If you know it's there, remember that when you see the hair. And then the Blue Boost, I also just put a pearl in. So it's not even a mil. It's literally like just a pearl. Okay. So when I put that on, obviously emulsified it through and I opened it up. Please don't leave your toner at the base and like this, in a bun, or in your section in a bun. The only thing that's oxidizing is this hair here. All of it needs to oxidize. You don't want a beautiful hairline, and if she ties a pony up, oh my gosh, her blonde is amazing. But the inside, on the crown, it didn't take so well. Open it. So I just sort of massaged it and opened it, just so that everything could oxidize. I left that on for 15 minutes. Full processing time. Do not cut it in half if you don't have to. Okay, I have some clients as well that I can put a toner on for 5 minutes and their hair is beautiful till when they come back, and I'm like, I sit with the toner on for 15 minutes. Okay, so let it process properly. Let it do what it needs to do. Each pigment needs to do what it needs to do, so let it. Okay, so once we rinse that, cold water and emulsified it out. So literally I wet it a little bit and I shampoo it till it foams up. So the only time you won't be doing that is when you have done a lightening service. With any kind of color, please emulsify, guys. It can even count as a wash because it cleans the hair and it makes it shiny. It helps keep your color. There are so many benefits to emulsifying, even staining, you know, that hairline, that nice little frame that some people walk out with. If the emulsification was right, it wouldn't be there. Okay, so when we were done with that, I put some amla oil on the ends and I gave her a nice blow dry. we did do a rebond, because you know, she is the doll after all. She does need help where she can get it. So we did a rebond, and then I put some almond oil and we blow dried. So now, after we blow dried, I took an iron and I gave her a little bit of a curl. I did razor cut her a little bit just to give a little bit of texture. When I was ironing, I pulled the iron down, not out. So that gave more of this wave that you can see she's got right now. It's not a curl, it's more of that like old Hollywood wave. So just so you can see the blonde properly, you can see that it's a nice even blonde. Now obviously the purple lifted so beautifully. But even over there you can see perfectly that it's a clean blonde. That's a clean, crisp blonde from root to tip. All because we knew what colors we were cancelling out. Pigments, pigments, pigments. Okay, then after that we just cut into her fringe a little bit so she can see. You can't have a mask on your face and a fringe over your eyes. I mean, that's not good. Can't have that. So there we go. If there are any other formulas that you would like or any other problems that you're having, you can go to my Instagram, you can look me up on Facebook, anything, you can send pictures, we can solve it together. But it all comes down to your color wheel. So I hope you've enjoyed my little video, my little Dolly Parton over here. She loves it, so I hope you guys do too. I'll give you a quick look-see. I'll go closer to the camera and you can see quickly. Just one final look. And I hope this helps a little bit, you know, we all have to help each other. So I hope this helps you. Obviously sprayed it with a little bit of hairspray. Of course, hairspray's life. So there we go. So there's our one side. And the back where the colors all meet, we've got a mixture of color, yeah. But look at that blonde, it is clean, it is crisp. I would honestly have my hair like this. And I'm not just saying that. Okay. And then the fringe again. Okay, so thank you very much for watching my video. I hope it helps and I hope you learned something. It's always nice to learn something. In this industry we never stop learning. So I hope it helped with something. And I hope next time you're stuck in a little bit of a pickle, you just go back to your color wheel, because that is life. Your color wheel is life. So from us, bye.